Mike's RT blog, date September 23rd, 2008. Alright, I'm going to try to make this a really quick blog because it's very late at night. There was something I had found out in my, you see, I'm taking a communications class. And today's lesson, I found something very intriguing that I thought I might want to share with you. Our lesson was on symbolic interactionism, which is communication through symbols. Of course, symbols, when you first think of it, is like when you think of the furry symbol, which is the paw, that's what you first think of. But symbols is like verbal or non-verbal signs. It could be anything like gestures, something like that. You can look it up if you want more information on that. But it gets to this guy. His name is George Herbert Mead. That's spelled M-E-A-D. Yeah, he was a professor, and he never wrote stuff down. That's why he had this guy. His name was Herbert Blumer, B-L-U-M-E-R. Yeah, he wrote this stuff down. And there's this theory that he had. It gets to these 5 core principles: meaning, language, thought, self, and community. I'll get to a few of these because they're related to what I'm trying to say to you. Meaning is where humans act towards people or things on the basis of the meanings they assign to those people or things. Let me see if I can explain this in simpler terms. Let me see. One example I would see is, see, our professor gave us an example, like, you see a child running and he trips over. And one meaning you might give is that yeah, he has not had the learning ability to walk yet. That's just an example. Let me see. Try to look through my notes here. Here's one I want to get into. The 5th core principle, which is community. Individual actors who make their own choices, and it goes on to say, choice is key. We actively choose what others, in other words, he's saying what other people we want to be with, what others we align with to form alliances or community. In other words, it's like we choose who we want to be with. There it goes to this term called generalized other. By definition means a composite mental image a person has of his or herself based on community expectations and responses. That's kind of self-explanatory what that means. Let's see. Mead saw the theory as valuable to an extent. Like it goes to stuff like creating reality through the 5 principles. There's this self-fulfilling prophecy. But here's the thing I want to get into. The notes say, I got this from the class. it said Mead saw surveys as useless. And yes, I mean surveys like the ones you fill out as they ask you questions. Instead, and he says, instead use participant observation to include experience of others. Now, what he's trying to say there is that when you fill out surveys, you are just answering questions of your own experiences. And those experiences will vary. We've had surveys posted on YouTube, one posted by Wolfie Darkfang like a few months ago. But Mead is trying to say that you should not rely on surveys in general. He instead says you should look for yourself. So I'm getting the idea here. So if people want to understand the furry fandom a bit better, they have to take a look for themselves. They should take a look at videos from fur meets or conventions. They don't have to go there themselves. They just have to take a look at video, pictures. Not just from surveys or I would guess from people's experiences, what they say. So yeah, I'm trying to explain this in simpler terms, but yeah. So yeah, this is something that I want you to think about. Respond to this and see what you think of it. Do you agree that if people want to understand the furry fandom more, they should look for themselves or participate for themselves? Just go ahead and respond to that, and yeah, that's how useful communications classes are. So, other than that, it's 3:30 in the morning. I gotta sleep. So, I'll have another vlog coming out very soon. It's Mike Path logging out.